late-night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Nebraska Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Walker. Turning it on! Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Caldwell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the throw out to the sideline, good, just a few yards.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Gonna look downfield again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Nebraska's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Raiola. Caught near the sticks. It's Barney. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your 2nd drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
Snagged in the middle. It's Barney.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The little toss to the fullback there didn't get big yardage, but it does let the defense know they can't ignore it.
Dang right. It's a changeup. It's not going to be something I live with and do all the time and try to feature him out of the backfield, but if I can slip him the football every now and again and deter you from blitzing and assuming run when the fullback's always in the football game.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Royer. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
He's marked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? A little screen to the running back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Close to the marker, it's Allen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Inside a minute to play here in the first half. Might we get a touchdown before the break after all? And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the run, it's Walker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He stopped just short of the goal line, and they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Huskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Finds space on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Barney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To throw, it's Raiola. Finds a tight end. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is perfect. That gets them back to within 10.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They'll give it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? 3rd and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Key. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game, they're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spray a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Got room to work. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.